Hello, and welcome to episode 33 of Fool's Banter Radio.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing this.
All right,
there you go.
Keep going.
Okay, who are you?
I am Keith Morse.
Damn!
Yeah. Say it again.
Keith, the Morse God.
Do you know Morse code?
Stupid.
Do you know Morse code?
No, I
feel like
learned
you know
Morse code. You know what is it?
It's Keith's code.
Yeah.
Okay, introductions, Keith.
Who's with us?
To my left is...
Are you sure that's your left?
I'm pretty. Everyone's.
Is it stage right or stage left?
It's stage fuck off!
This is okay, continue. It's so easy to derail.
Why are you
Keith.
breaking him? Shut up!
Stage to my right is...
But you never said
Kyle.
who I was.
Hi.
Cal.
I'm Cal.
I'm not in this episode, I guess. Keith never actually finished saying who I was.
I said Steve.
He switched it around.
I never heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Hi guys, I'm Josh.
Wow, just introduce yourself right now, you fucking rude ass.
I'm breaking everything.
Speak
Well,
when
bring it-
spoken to, Josh.
He doesn't want to do any work and he wants all commenting on the world.
This is Keith's
This
podcast.
guy.
This is Keith's podcast.
And then straight across from me is Brad.
Wow.
Brad.
The magnificent dickhead.
What the hell?
Holy shit.
It's lost his mind.
Damn, okay.
And then,
And then I went lightheaded and I don't know where I'm at.
there's one more person here. There's one more person here. Nobody knows who he is. It's very important.
I said to the left me is Steve, but if you guys were talking
Did he
over
say
me,
Steve? We'll find out later.
Oh my god, that was like the third time.
Keith's lightheaded. He doesn't know where he is because he did the intro.
Yeah, right? He's like, fuck.
Oh my god.
Why are you so tickled by that?
It was fucking funny, man. Alright, welcome to Fool's Banter.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fools
We talk
after
about
banter.
video games.
I mean, sometimes
man.
we talk about video games.
We try to talk about video games. It's a variety podcast.
It's a variety podcast. It's very hipster.
video games to talk about.
Oh man, we have so much to talk about. So much shit happened.
I know what I want to talk about. And
I
I'm
know
sure
what I
that's
wanna
what
talk
several other people want to talk about too.
I don't
So,
know if you guys
probably
wanna talk
mainly
about
just
what I
me
wanna
and
talk
Brad.
about.
What do you want to talk about?
I know what you want to talk about, but I don't know what he wants
Let's
to
all
talk about.
talk about what we want to talk about.
At
And
the
then
same
we'll decide if we're talking about the same thing we want to talk
On the
about.
count
Here.
of three.
1, 2, 3. Talk about what we want to talk about. He's
That's
still
what it's gonna
lightheaded.
sound
He's
like.
still lightheaded. He doesn't know where he is.
Keith, do you remember your
You
name?
guys are ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I remember a lot of things.
Okay, anyway, video games.
What are you talking about?
Something was announced.
What do
We
you
already
Nintendo.
talked about the same. Oh, never mind.
Nintendo Switch.
What about it?
Does it
Same
say
something
next to
I've been waiting
something
for.
goes go?
I'm still in your thunder, Josh. It's the Pokemans.
It's called...
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
The Pokemon on
With the
Switch.
stupidest fucking names ever.
What?
You know, what did they used to do with the other Pokemon games?
I
What
don't know,
were
they're
they
all
like
about-
gems or something.
The red,
Blue,
blue,
red,
Precious, like Ruby,
just
Sapphire.
kind of like colors or gems or whatever, black, white, shit like that.
Basically colors.
What are they called now?
Like them.
Pokemon
Sun-
Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Jesus, guy fucking.
Yeah,
That is the only thing I don't like about it.
But
But
you know
I am
what? It's-
stoked for these
so
games.
this
It's gonna be like yellow where Pikachu's following you around, or it's gonna be
Well,
like that,
except
like
he's
Eevee
kind of
following
sit.
you around.
Then like Eevee sits on your head and it's funny.
So it's like
Eevee shits on your head. It's hard.
Wow.
it's like the next generation of Pokemon, and it looks good.
It does.
I was wishing it was gonna be like third person over the shoulder, but that's a little too much
So-
to ask.
No, it's still
still
top
isometric,
down,
yeah.
but it's like it
That's
looks
the
really
way to
good.
do it, though.
It's a nice
It's a Pokemon.
3D world.
But there's so much going on with this. I'm gonna say what I remember, and the main thing I saw is that you can transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it hooks up to your mobile phone. You can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go onto your...
They're trying to.
So what that means for me is that you can leave your Switch at home, and you can, as you're walking around every day, you can
Be catching Pokemon.
be catching Pokemon for your Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's
Just
awesome.
on your phone, just bust out your phone. Oh, look at this little motherfucker right
That
here.
means
Yeah.
you Pokemon Go, you can
Spinning
actually
with
battle
Pokeballs
with the
and shit.
damn things now.
So
Yeah,
Can
that was
you-
my problem with that game. We can't do that.
Well,
So
It's hard to do
There's
this.
I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. Can you trade Pokemon on it now?
No. So that's what I'm saying is this is perfect because it finally has an implementation of how you can trade Pokemon, how you can battle Pokemon from Pokemon Go. And, like, that's what everybody was asking for.
Kyle's lost his fucking mind.
You didn't see the popos?
No.
It's two popos. They were
Kyle got
on
super excited. He was like tapping me on the
Woo!
shoulder. Fucking look out the window.
I don't know why I
He
did
saw police out the window.
I saw flashing lights.
That's the sound of
It's the sound of police.
Okay, so what were we saying, Josh?
Moon red shiny lights.
So, like, another one of my favorite parts about this Pokemon game is it's 2-player.
Yes, co-op.
Oh, right.
It allows you
Online
to...
or just
No.
couch?
Maybe.
Well, you can battle people online, but...
But can you co-op online?
Yeah, you can co-op.
We're gonna.
Can you
I don't
co-op
think we
That's-
know.
Oh, they
I
better
don't-
do that because that's fucking
That would
bullshit.
make perfect sense.
I hate when they're like, oh, it's couch co-op, but they don't put online co-op. It's like, bitch, I ain't going all the way to Carson
Well,
City to play with my friend, or I ain't going to
Fool.
Portland to play with my other
It
friend.
is Nintendo. They're not big on online multiplayer.
I
You
race
know
my
this.
friends
Yeah,
every
They
night.
definitely
Mario Kart.
always been about LAN, right? It's,
When's it coming out though?
November.
November
That's-
9th.
That's
I,
fast.
sir, already have it pre-ordered. and paid for.
September is when their
Dude.
online
Yes.
services come
Which
out.
one?
Pikachu.
Nice.
Eevee is fruity.
Brandon.
Eevee's
I'm
dope.
not a
What are you
big
talking
fan
about?
of all the little
But
forms of
Eevee's got
Eevee.
some
They're
cool
all
ass
fruity
transformations
cat
now.
things.
It's
I don't
really
know.
funny.
That's
Eevee
pretty
is
cool.
Brandon's favorite Pokemon. Like, hands down,
Yeah.
he loves Eevee for some reason. And I
What,
find
are
it
you
so
gonna-
funny.
Are you gonna evolve your Pikachu?
And he bought Pikachu, didn't he? No, Hell yeah! I got Pikachu because Raichu's
He's anti.
He's right, she's a gangster.
Raichu's a gangster, dude.
God damn it! I'm giving him the Thunderstone.
On the same grain of Pokemans, have you seen the mobile game they put on the Switch? The Pokemon mobile game?
Dang it.
No,
Wait,
Steve.
what?
you're still in
One last thing.
Hold on, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not done with these Pokemon games.
Um,
It's more Pokemon though.
Yeah, it is Pokemon.
It's
on
Pokemon
the phone.
Corner
There's a
right
Pokemon
now.
game on the
It's
Switch
stupid.
for free right now.
Welcome to
Is it free?
Banter.
Yeah, it's
Is it
free.
stupid?
Pokemon.
It's stupid. It's like pixelated Pokemon things. That's all that I saw about it.
Like, you
Well,
remember?
does it connect to the game in any way?
No. I don't
So
think
it's just
You
some
battle
fruity little
Pokemon.
mini game.
Yeah, that's on mobile phone.
Okay,
as
well then I'm
Switch.
not touching it.
But the co-op,
Pokemon purists over here.
the couch co-op of this game, like, allows you to implement double battle in.
Yeah, because
Double
you had the
battle.
you had the double battle with NPCs
And that's really interesting. I feel like that would be really cool for you to be able to have your friend hook up his Pokemon Go stuff to your Switch and then allow him to come around with you and fucking double battle people.
So here's my question: Is are they going to continue with a lot of stuff they were doing with the other games, like the global trade system?
I'm sure.
Is it going to be like the same game but a newer form of it?
I know.
Which I'm hoping because training the Pokemon with their EVs and IVs, inherent values
Their
and
Cervantes is in there.
Yeah,
evolving
right.
values.
Their Yoshimitsu. Like,
Well, Yoshimitsu was tech at first, wasn't it?
Yeah, but whatever you know what I mean. Are they going to
No,
keep
I
their
want
same
the Soul
mechanics
Calibur.
that they've
I mean,
gone, or are they completely changed the game? Because if they're completely changed the game, I'm canceling my pre-order.
I'm really interested to see what region they try to go with for it as well. 'Cause
It
they're
looked
saying,
a whole lot of the original,
Yeah, first generation, and that's cool, but it's weird.
but there's like
Because
700 other Pokemon.
yeah, and they just released a Lola, so like, are they just gonna completely
I think they're
scrap
finally.
that for now?
I
or-
think they're finally on a platform that they can easily put in multiple regions.
Was Alola a
Oh,
remake,
like
or was it
DLC or
just a-
something? That would be cool.
I hate that word. Don't say that. Why does it have to be DLC? Why can't it just be in the game?
Yeah.
It could
Well,
just,
Yeah, Josh.
Okay,
Downloadable content doesn't always
Batch.
have to be paid for.
No, that's not what I mean. I don't
It's
know.
just like an update for the game, and you
No,
just keep
imagine-
on adding in
I
places.
get what Kyle's saying.
Imagine
It should-
Skyrim and
what if
Pokemon.
they had just have like 3 or 4 regions already?
I would love that.
That would be amazing. And because I mean, like you said, the game itself, the platform can handle a game file that large.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well as the fact that Pokemon Go is up to 3rd generation right now. So it's like maybe they'll put it all the way up to 3rd generation and then continue it along with Pokemon Go. They'll add on
Is
generations.
Pokemon Go up to 3rd generation?
Yeah, it is right now.
Third
Okay,
generation
so like I
came out
said,
recently,
I
didn't
hope it's the same mechanics because I have a specific team, my Pokemon team, that I have planned with all their moves and everything. I've always had it. It's
All
a dope
you
ass
need-
team
He's
for
having
my
it.
battling.
All you need.
I
But
think one of them is
if I can't evolve them from eggs and get the specific stats that I want from the eggs and stuff like that, then to get my specific team for these battles, then I'm not worried about it. But I will tell you, because of this, I decided to sign on to my Pokemon Go to see what I had going.
Good.
And apparently my Pokemon Go account was hacked. So I got on there and I was
Bad.
level 30, and I have a shit ton of fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Including some legendaries. I have
Pokemon.
Riku and Suicune.
Say what?
You!
Your account
And
was
like-
hacked.
Yes,
and you
so
got
someone
shit
was
for it.
playing on my shit, and I have like 3 Dragonites, and they're like 3,000 CP.
To
That's
get
bullshit.
a bunch of legendaries like that, they were probably botting, like changing the GPS.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
about that, but yeah, I have like fossil Pokemon and
Because like the legendaries are
All
only
kinds of
ever
shit.
like
Oh,
actual
you know what'd
events
be
and
funny?
stuff like that, right?
It might have been somebody who's trying to
Like
GPS their
Hyenas?
own account, and they might have accidentally done it with yours, and it's like not.
yeah,
paying
well, they
attention to
changed my
things.
name and everything, so yeah, I
Yeah.
have all that shit.
Nice. Put it in your fucking Pokemon.
That's what I'm
Go.
saying. I'm hoping that it'll just transfer over and you
Did
actually
you already
get those
did you already
Pokemon
change your
again.
password?
Yeah, no, it's linked to my email, so
Yeah, but did you switch your
Yeah.
password? and
I had to
secure
change
that shit
I had
again?
to change the password to get into it.
Oh yeah, because they don't change your password. Huh?
Yeah. So yeah.
You just made somebody.
I'm not worried about the
Really
character on it, but I'll take the Pokemon and breed them.
I don't understand why you would hack an account and do all that work. Why wouldn't you just?
They're probably using it
Like
like
I
an
said,
alternate
like a-
or
yeah,
whatever
or
for
like
when
a
trading
botting
gets
account,
enabled
right?
or some
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Which-
If
good
they
thing-
get a bunch of bots, then if trading gets enabled, they can make money off
Because
it.
technically you're only supposed to have one account,
Yeah.
and like on your devices and shit like that.
And
It's,
that
Well, they
actually
could
makes
use that.
sense.
They could use that to boost like 2 phones, 2 accounts, and just fight each other. Boost
there you go.
all day. All day.
Oh, it might have been somebody just trying to do like oh, this will help me and this.
But anyway, I'll show you guys all my
What a
Pokemon.
nice-
I'm really interested to see if Pokemon Go just makes me like really OP right away with all the Pokemon that I have.
I'm sure. Okay, so here's the thing: is if you remember, I don't remember if it was like Ruby, somewhere along those lines in the games. The only way you could transfer Pokemon for the previous games was like the Friend Garden, much later in the game, like after you beat the Elite Four,
Interesting.
and then you could transfer your Pokemon. So I'm wondering if they'll do something along those lines.
Well, and it also said on the trailer like when you trade with Pokemon Go, you get a special gift, and that's all that it was saying, just a special gift.
A
And it's like-
special gift.
It's
It's
like,
like a
here's-
mystery gift,
here's a
like
potion,
three
bitch.
super potions.
Yeah, right. Or maybe a Pokemon, or like
Maybe it'll actually be a daily
Selfie,
Pokeball thing.
but
yeah.
that would be nice.
Here's the other thing is, I'm wondering, I'm hoping you actually can't transfer Pokemon from the previous games.
Me too. Like they're starting over.
Because,
in a
like,
sense.
it's starting fresh. They did that after, like, the Silver and stuff like that. You can't transfer anything before Silver and all that stuff above that. Which is good because that game had, Pokemon duping and stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I'm hoping they'll do the
Missing
same
that.
thing with the previous generations.
Well, didn't all
Because
of
I
us-
had like a shiny Garatini and stuff like that I got rid of because I
The
just
fuck's a Garatini?
it's a ghost dragon, bro.
What generation is
I
that?
have no.
I don't know, early.
I only like 1 and 2.
No, it's Ruby
Really?
Sapphire. No.
Before pixies were a thing, bro, you get fucked up by that pixie.
Fairy.
Whatever.
You on that pixie desk, bro?
I'm a pixie type.
Oh, man.
I don't give no fuck.
I don't give no.
Okay, intervention.
But anyway, that's what I want to say about the Pokemans. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I got pre-ordered. I hope it's not connected to the other generation. So
I
just the
hope that-
Pokemon. Go.
I hope that they really have Alola in this. Honestly.
Who's Alola?
Well, Alola is like where they would make the Ice Vulpix and like the Dragon freaking Exeggutor and BS like that. Really?
What?
You don't know Alola?
No.
That was like in the newest.
Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
I never touched
I haven't
those.
played.
Well, that was the thing
Last
about.
ones I played was
Rambo.
what were the ones
X and
before that?
Y.
Well,
maybe?
X and Y, thank you.
Alola just
That's the
kind of
last one I
like
played too.
it just
Besides-
kind of would flip the
Make a
typings of the Pokemon in this weird like region
weird.
or something like that. Yeah, it was really
That's
cool.
weird.
And I would be really interested for them to implement that into like first generation.
That's a little
up.
much though.
You know what's also killing me about Pokemon? All of the Mega Evolution bullshit and the new Mega moves. If you watch the TV show at all, and I do.
What?
Totally.
This bitch is like super quiet about Pokemon the whole time, but he's like fucking watching the show and shit. If you watch the show, which I do, like, who the fuck are you?
There's these new fucking moves that are coming out. It's like attached to these crystals that you have to find, right? And it's probably going to be
The
in the
Mega
new
Evolution
game. And I'm pretty sure it was in the old game, right?
Yeah.
Because so not only
Was
is
it
there
X and Y that had the Mega Evolutions? Yeah, I dug that because one of my my fire Pokemon is Houndoom, and he had a Mega.
that's
Evolution.
kind of cool. Whatever. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. Now they have this new thing with the moves. Is that in a game? Is that in a Pokemon game with the?
I got the moves. Bro.
Yeah,
There's
They've
like
had,
this
like,
crystal that
specific
you
little-
could link, and your Pokemon can use this like awesome special move or something.
I happen to like remember some friends showing me that on like their 3DS or something like that.
I don't know. I haven't played Pokemon games since forever, so I don't fucking know.
There's like a Pikachu.
I just
one and stuff.
I don't like the
Let's go,
addition and all
Pikachu.
that. I really like how simple Pokemon was. That's nice. Now instead of adding these new moves, actually make combat more interesting. You know, maybe make it more interactive.
So another thing about this new game is like the Joy-Cons have motion control.
Oh,
so it has
yeah.
it has
Throw the
throwing
Pokeball.
the
I would never do
Pokeball
that.
just
You
like
throw
it is
your
in
Joy-Con at
Pokemon
the
Go.
TV.
I would never do that.
Honestly, to me, it's better than dragging your finger across the screen. I'd fucking do that shit because I get that shit spot on.
Yeah.
I would just press
Rather
the button.
Well, and I like that
I'd be
because
like, all right,
that's what
go
you
down,
did
Pikachu,
in
and
the
just line up
game.
and
Yeah.
fastball my Joy-Con
There was-
into my TV to catch that.
There was
Pikachu.
something else too in the trailer. They had a couple people team up and they threw a Pokeball at the same time.
Yeah.
And they caught the
Perfect.
Pokemon. Well, how the fuck does that work?
They split the Pokemon in half. So one gets the top half of Squirtle, one gets the bottom half of Squirtle. And you,
Now you
you ain't
threw
lived until you've had just the bottom half of a Squirtle, bro.
I mean,
You only get 2 moves.
that would be kind of interesting. It would be like if
Wag,
it
tail
would-
wag.
It's the
Yeah.
bottom two, whatever they were when he was gone.
like if the
Tail
first
wag and Squirtle.
it would be interesting
Squirtle.
if the first player got the Pokeball on the Pokemon before the second player did. Like the first player would get the Pokemon and vice versa. So like it would be kind of like a battle, or you guys could team up at the same
if
time.
the first
and
person
get it.
got the Pokeball with the Pokemon, then the second Pokeball would catch the Pokeball with the Pokemon in it,
And then
it'd be
like,
like a
Pokeball,
double
go.
layered Pokeball.
Double Pokemon.
Then you-
and then a ninja comes out from nowhere. It's
And
Team
then the
Rocket,
last
and
person, they throw a third Pokeball, and it sucks that one up, and then
Now you're
last
lost in
Pokeball wins.
infinity.
Last Pokeball wins.
If you
Except
go-
you
if
can't
you
get
go-
into anybody else's
If you
Pokeballs.
go too small, they enter the Poke Quantum realm. And
Yeah.
then you travel through time.
Yep.
Dude, I think we just started a new IP.
Ant-Man.
So speaking of the Pokeballs, they have a physical Pokeball that they sell with it that you can carry your Pokemon around with, and it like talks to you and shit.
I saw that. It's
Like,
kinda
I don't want a little
Tamagotchi-ish.
Pokeball.
What
Go,
does it say?
It's-
Is it like talking? It's like, what up, girl?
yeah.
You looking
It's just a
scrumptious.
meow.
You just like walk by someone. Damn, that's a huge bitch. You're like, shut up, Pikachu.
I'm sorry, my Pikachu, he loves fat ass.
So the controller is like it is a Joy-Con, literally.
It's a Pokeball. What?
His nickname is Pikachu.
Pikachu? What?
No, Pikachu.
It's
You
the
never heard
same.
that? Alright, girl, let me go.
Let me Pikachu.
But his nickname is the exact same thing, Pikachu. Pikachu.
He's just a cute little Pikachu.
It's like a Voltorb and shit. You're like, Pikachu.
God.
Every
Let me
Pokemon's
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
So the Pokeball is literally a Joy-Con controller, and
It has the little joystick on it.
yeah. So
I saw them I thought they were just like really excited about the Pokeball and they were rubbing it or something.
yeah, and it has like the motion, so you can try to throw the Pokeball.
I think that's cool, except for there's a fuck ton of like 6, 7-year-olds, little kids that are gonna throw fucking Joy-Cons at the TV. It's gonna be so funny.
TV? Okay, I guess if you got plugged
Maybe
in the TV.
maybe the TV just
Oh
generally.
fuck yeah, dude! I didn't
They
think about
probably
that.
sell so
Throwing it
many
at the TV.
replacement
No.
right Joy-Cons. It's fucking ridiculous.
think
And
about
10% of them are left because 10% of everybody's left-handed. I know. I understand. I'm sorry, bro.
I didn't think about that. Playing Pokemon on my 65-inch 4K TV.
Yeah, and then you're gonna
You're
hit
gonna
it with your
throw it.
fucking
Yeah, how are you
Joy-Con.
gonna miss it? Right?
No, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
how you
worried
gonna
about the
miss
guy.
it?
How you gonna miss it?
Oh no, you're just excited to play Pokemon on big ass TV.
Yes!
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
You thought I wanted a bigger target? What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Well, you should be worried that it is a bigger target. That's what I'm saying. Holy fuck, dude.
Your mom's ass is a bigger target.
Your fucking kid's gonna be playing Pokemon soon, dude. He's gonna throw the shit.
He's like, God damn it! Now I'm thinking about my TV. He's like, my TV. It's in jeopardy.
The prison pudding and
Oh boy.
Damn.
So Steve, is that what you were gonna talk about?
No.
What are you gonna talk
I
about?
thought Brad was gonna talk about something else that was announced a couple days ago.
More Pokemon?
What was that?
What is
What was
it?
that? 76.
Oh.
I wish it was
Vault
69.
76. Yeah, I seen that.
So everyone, the whole meme is Bethesda's newest game, not not Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah,
Fallout.
it's Fallout 76, and people are like, dude, don't they know how to count? Bitch, it ain't Fallout 5. There's a
It's
difference.
not. Yeah, it's not.
Just like Elder Scrolls
from
Online
From
is
what
not.
I understand, like the speculation is that it is not a full-fledged Fallout game. It's
You don't know what it is? Because they
So-
said what it is. It's Fallout Online.
Did they say?
a
Hold
mul-
on.
yes,
hold on,
they did.
hold on.
It
Where?
says like a
did.
multiplayer civilization survival.
Fallout game? I'll play the
In
hell
the
out of
Fallout
that.
4 engine. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be, what it's gonna be is, if you look on the wiki, Vault 76 had 500 occupants.
Uh-huh.
And they opened after a couple years, not too long, like right after like the radiation had fully died out or whatever.
They were
And they were a control vault, so
control
there was no
vault,
stupid
yeah.
crazy shit going on, and they were just supposed to rebuild. Like they were actually supposed to be like the proper thing that the vaults were made for.
Mm.
So there's 500 people, so people. They haven't.
You are the future.
Bethesda has said it is Fallout Online. They haven't really given much more details than that. It is Fallout Online, but people are speculating since it's 500 people, it's going to be like a 500-person server.
It's a 500-person
no way.
Fallout Battle Royale. What are you talking
There's
about?
no way they can.
And it's a survival. It's a survival RPG. That's what they're saying.
There's
It's
no
an
way.
online survival
That
RPG.
sounds pretty cool in a lot of ways. Oh god, they have to do this just right because
Yeah.
imagine,
So-
well, they
imagine
always have
Rust,
to do it just
I-
right.
No, that's what people are speculating. It's mostly going to be like. It's
And
Rust.
I don't want
500-person server.
I don't really
some
want
of
that.
what I've heard people saying is that it's that it's like their way of trying to do more with the settlement building system,
Uh-huh.
like do it the way they originally imagined, where there's a point to it.
Well,
maybe.
well, yeah, I think it was just kind of cool addition. It wasn't necessary, but it was cool.
No,
But I feel like they've made a shit ton of money from Elder Scrolls Online, so I feel like they're just gonna make
I hope
a
it's
Fallout MMO.
which is
I hope
honestly,
it's nothing
which
like.
I
hope they don't
the
want
way
it to
I
happen.
see it is it's fine because.
Is that there's a reason why?
Lots of game companies do branch off games. They have these IPs that they make little side games off of, things like Fallout Shelter and shit like that, and it works. Elder Scrolls Online, whether or not you like it, is still fairly successful.
Yeah,
and it's just releasing new
Oh, yeah,
expansion
it's
and
cool,
stuff.
but it's just not true.
But but at the same time, they're still making these games because you know they got Fallout 4 and they are making Elder Scrolls 6. There's no way they're not.
No,
making
they've
Elder
already.
Scrolls 6.
What is his name? Tom Holland or whatever
Yeah.
the main guy is. Yeah, he said like 2 years ago when Fallout 4 came out. He's like, yeah, of course we're working on Elder Scrolls.
So
a new Elder Scrolls.
So I don't
game, but
see
it's a
anything
long ways
wrong
off.
with these side branch games.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as they're still making the
I'm
main
not arguing that. I'm just saying if,
numbered titles for these.
if you're gonna have a Fallout game that's online, I really want to play that, right? Because I just
I
love
do, and
Fallout.
I'm sure
I
I'll
want
play
to play
it
that
if it.
so bad, but if it's anything at all like Elder Scrolls Online, then fuck me. Because
Yeah.
I don't
No,
like
I
that.
agree.
That,
I
that
do
is
not like
too
Elder
much.
Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online is too much like a World of Warcraft. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to
And,
play
Now-
that.
and not and yet also not enough. Like
Now,
Warcraft
Elder
at the
Scrolls
same time.
Online, from the very get-go,
I haven't
was
played it enough to know.
what was that? I'm sorry, Keith.
The reason why I didn't like Elder Scrolls Online is it seemed like they tried to go towards the whole World of Warcraft thing, and World of Warcraft still has things that they don't have. There's just so many.
You mean they went more towards an MMO than an Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the style that they were trying to use.
So
was similar.
what I
it
want
was
to
awkward
say
for me. It just didn't
was
feel right for
Was-
an Elder Scrolls game or trying to go with World of Warcraft. I don't know.
I think
It's
the
fine.
difference is that from the very get-go,
Get grow.
the Elder Scrolls Online they said it was being made by a different developer.
Mhm.
It was made by someone else. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but Fallout 76 is being made by Bethesda.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Who?
Well, part of Bethesda. So it's a different part. Like imagine if Obsidian was owned by Bethesda when they made New Vegas. Kind of like that. What they were working on was a battle royale type game called Battle Right, and they scrapped that game and made Fallout 76.
Uh-oh.
So they were working on more like a. Did any of you guys know the game Battle?
I think it's
like
going to be a
Battleborn.
Fallout
It was like
Battle Royale.
yeah, it was like a
500
weird
people.
like online MOBA mixed with like a Borderlands type thing. I think they were working on something kind of like that, but more of like a competitive kind of thing.
Good.
And then they scrapped that and they've now made this game.
Is it?
Which kind of scares me because that game was only scrapped like less than a year
I think
ago.
it's
So this
gonna
game
be
has not been worked on
It's
for
going to
very
be a
long.
Fallout Battle Royale, man.
That would be pretty cool too, though.
Everyone's jumping on the Battle Royale. Black Ops
I'm on the fence about
4 Battle Royale.
Excited.
Honestly, I'm waiting for a really good Battle Royale that catches me. Because I like the concept. PUBG is not quite smooth enough for me.
Exactly.
And it's got a lot of... I mean, it's good, but it's got a lot of things that I don't like about it.
It has way too much room to go.
Yeah. Fortnite is
Lame
getting
as
too
shit.
Looney Tunes for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
way too Looney Tunes.
And, Path of Exile Battle Royale would be sick, but I don't think that's coming back.
That was just a silly thing they did one time.
But it was cool. I wish I had played it more.
Unfortunately.
One game that is actually doing a battle royale, and I don't know if you guys heard about this, Dying Light, the zombie game.
That one would be a good one.
that sounds pretty interesting.
I heard about that a
actually.
while ago.
So
They already have a
they're
good one.
doing a different take on the battle royale.
But
They're doing 6-person
Yeah.
free for all,
Last Man Standing. Yeah,
where there are
Assault,
hordes
early
of
game.
zombies and you level up and get experience and
Wait.
perks and
Hopefully
all
they
that
don't
shit
go
you've seen
with
that
parkour.
gameplay.
Yeah,
PvP.
6-person versus each other.
Hopefully they don't go too much the extinction route from
And you either be the last person standing or you escape. Or you complete certain objectives and be the one to call the evacuation
That'd probably be
helicopter.
really fun.
And once the evacuation helicopter is called, there's a beacon for everyone. So the person who gets on the helicopter gets out.
That's very Dying Light. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So we'll see how.
Yeah, they have gameplay for it already.
That's cool.
I'm scared.
From
Are they gonna
several
make?
months ago.
Are they gonna make a Smash Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's,
no. Nah.
no, it's just a huge platform.
It'll phase
100
out.
people.
Giant.
It'll phase out
Yeah.
soon enough.
All I can think of
It's
is
just
the
like
castle.
it's just like Mario laying on his back as everyone jumps on his dingus and
It'll phase out
dancers
soon.
jump on his
I don't
dingus.
know if you guys played like the 3DS version, but they had Smash Run, and that was kind of like a battle royale in a weird concept where like you gather stats and that's like their sense of equipment, and then you'd all have like one final battle at the end of it.
I would like to see how Smash could be played if it weren't on a 2D platform.
Yeah, I've thought about that for so long.
If it were a 3D.
Dude, that's why
Arena.
I wanted the new Pokemon to be third person over the shoulder.
So
Like Pokken, except freaking Pokemon.
Oh.
I don't know what Pokémon is.
Pokken
Tournament.
Tournament.
fighting.
Are you
It's
over
Pokemon
the...
Tekken.
No, I'm talking like when you run around with your character, like in the world.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, you just see an Eevee or something.
That's what I'm saying.
in there.
It's just like
In the grass, and you walk
Oh,
over,
rather than-
lightning bolt his ass.
The Minecraft mod.
Don't look at me.
Pixelmon?
yeah, Pixelmon's dope.
Like that's
Love
what
that
you're
mod.
saying.
Yeah, but
I love
real.
it.
I would love to
Yeah.
see
Like
it.
real boy
I would love to
style.
see an actual Pokemon MMO actually in that sense where you like had a guy walking around with you and you could just like fight each other.
Pokemon.
That scares me.
That would be fun as shit.
That was-
I would love that. But again, that's one of those has to be done right. That's what's wrong with big online multiplayer games. It has to be done.
Here's the problem with games these days. It has to be done right with the freaking huge flood of early access games and everything.
Yeah.
There's very few original complete games
See,
that
this
have
is the
been nicely
thing.
executed.
This is one reason why I don't want to pre-order it anymore, because it seems like once they get so many pre-orders, they're like, yeah, we're done, we made it, we're good.
Well, no, that depends, right? You're talking about pre-orders
they
come
get
from
off premature like a fucking
Well, you're right, Keith.
virgin.
There is a huge problem with the video game corporations now, which is video games
Some
are
of them.
the largest entertainment industry in the world. So it's like 99% of the time run as a business rather than, for people who
for
care
some
about
companies.
games and shit like
Some
that.
Yeah.
Like
In fact,
Activision.
GGG was just bought out by the largest video game company in the world.
Who? What?
Tencent.
What?
The owners of League of Legends
go
and shit
further
like
down.
that.
Oh, right. That's insanity to that game, right?
So,
that game came up from
did
basically
you-
a
did you
indie
hear the
developer,
price?
right? What?
Tencent owns 80% of Grinding Gear Games now.
Right. Uh-huh.
The final price for the whole thing was over $100 million
What does that mean
for Grinding Gear Games. So the reason, okay,
What is that?
the reason they sold out was money.
Obviously. It's worth a fuck ton of
There's money,
like,
but
they're probably ready to retire,
But
dude.
they,
They're old.
from what they said, is they're okay with it because Tencent has a very large reputation for not interfering with the developers of any of their games.
Just let them do their thing.
Just let them do their thing and just benefit from the money that they bring in.
Because obviously are gonna do
Grinding
what
Gear
they
Games
should
does
Yeah.
their fucking thing.
And
They
they
don't
just,
need-
if they had a little bit
I
more
think-
backbone to put into it, actually, that sounds amazing.
So a lot of people freaking out because they sold out, you know.
Right. I think that's actually better for the game.
And someone did say something about, their packs are all labeled supporter packs, and I think those should be changed, the name.
Oh yeah, that whole transaction system in general needs to be changed too. Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna go pay to win, so I'm not worried about it.
And
oh yeah,
that's my thing. Like, I don't get why. I understand. Yes, they bought the company. It's theirs to do with what they want. But then again, that company that they're buying came up for a reason. I don't see why they.
Is
any
the
company
largest
would.
video game company in New Zealand, the most successful.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see why these other companies that are big.
With one.
Like, why do they have to change the system that company's
Well,
using?
not all
Well,
of them
that
do.
hopefully,
Not all of them
hopefully they don't.
Well,
They have very direct control over
just talking
the
in general.
Chinese
Because
version
I'm
of
just talking in
Pacific
general.
It's because it's a business, right?
But
Big
a
ass
business-
companies that buy little companies often they see.
But it doesn't make business sense, truly.
Uh,
Because truly, to
it
make
does.
business sense,
It does.
is they're already successful doing what they're
Hold on.
doing.
So think about it this way.
Okay,
We are hardcore gamers. We love gamers so much that we will get on a podcast and talk about it for like 2 hours, right?
oh fuck,
But
really?
Most people,
what I've been
and these
doing.
are the people that they are appealing to because it doesn't matter how many of us necessarily to a lot of these big companies. It doesn't matter how many of us hardcore gamers there are necessarily because there are more of the rest of them.
Casual game.
Well, yeah,
The
but,
ones that they
but-
want to
The casual gamers.
But we are
what
the ones
makes
that
the
make,
money.
make these companies, and then a lot of times, like,
not
these
us. Not us. It's actually the casual gamer, dude.
that makes games.
The mobile gamer. Why is the mobile gaming industry is probably?
I get what
Okay,
he's
but-
saying. Sometimes it does not make sense to change what a company is doing, and in the case of Path of Exile, it would not because Path of Exile is the majority hardcore gamers that like their game the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm
So
more-
if they were to change
It's
it,
true.
they would lose money more than they would gain money.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
on the flip side,
unless they change
Tencent
it.
has direct effect on the way the Chinese version of Path of Exile runs, and that is a very different version of Path of Exile where it is the norm for you to be able to pay real money for upgrades in the game.
Yeah.
And
I'm familiar with actually.
that's a huge
Eve works that
cultural
way.
difference with the way video games work here and the way they work there.
It's only here in China.
It's
yeah,
it's
Eve has the same
heavily
thing. It's called.
it's not frowned upon in China as it is here. But in the back on the topic of like early access games that need to do it right, there's one that I played early access, and now that it's released, I played again by the request of Kyle,
What
and
was
it's
it?
freaking awesome. amazing. Conan Exiles.
Oh, you actually
that
like it?
game is my fucking jam, bro.
You like it?
Yeah,
It's
dude.
pretty
I liked
sick,
it in
right?
early access, but it was early access. There wasn't much for me to do, but now that it's out, I'm fucking enjoying the shit out
map-
of it. That is my jam, dude.
There's a shit ton of things you do on the map. There's a fuck ton of
The map is humongous, bro.
It's
Skyrim.
not as big as after a little while, it starts to feel a little smaller.
Okay, so I was running for like 20 minutes, and I look at the map, and I only made it like an inch on my screen. I was like, what the fuck?
Not bad.
It is.
It's fairly big,
large,
and there's
dude.
no mounts, right? So you're forced to walk around everywhere.
It's
but
fun, man.
It's a good RPG, right? There's not necessarily skills, but there is the attributes that you can.
I think honestly, aside from the RPG, because there's little RPG aspects, I think it is a very well done survival game.
Yeah.
Well,
And
survival
And it feels good. The combat
survival
feels good.
RPG. I would call it a pretty true
It's a-
RPG.
The
even though
animations look good.
you play, but you play.
I
Your
see
own
what
role.
I see what
I think.
he's talking about though. It's like the weapons and stuff that you build. That feels like RPG piece. It feels like you're doing that, but
There's
it's
no
still
like
survival.
+10 to magic and shit like that.
You're not using.
There's very little of that kind of stuff. Well, there's no magic in the game.
There's like a staff of the ancient like
I wouldn't say
sciences and stuff like that. That's kind of like that.
I think we had talked about this last time. There's one magic thing, like depending on what you choose as your religion. And
So you played this game a lot?
I watched somebody play it, and I was like, I haven't played it. I haven't
That's
looked
fine.
at him play it since because I cannot stand not having it.
It's fine. There's a bunch of games that I've watched I've never played
the
before.
the game looks good. The animations, everything is smooth. The creatures are scary as fuck sometimes. Like I started building this house, and I looked down at the entrance to the mountain that I picked, and there's a pond surrounded by these giant lizards, not crocodiles, but like Komodo dragon
I
lizards.
think they're called like kappas.
Yeah, so
Cool.
and like I can take on a lot of these enemies with the dodge roll and everything. If you learn the techniques of fighting, you can fuck some shit up.
Gotta be
But it's
careful.
like
Pro
hard.
tip: daggers are your best fucking friend, especially
Daggers?
in the early game.
See, I rock
Daggers
the
are
mace,
awesome.
bro.
You could build your own city and. have all
The
sorts
mace
of-
is good too, though. It cripples bitches, which slows them down.
The skills
I
you
believe.
can build like to the weapon that you want to use, like there you can build up skills to use like the long weapons, like the pole arms and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like I saw somebody streaming it. He was on like an RP server, but they were still like
Do
going
not
ham
go with
fighting
bow
the
yet.
bosses and stuff. But he was like trained for the pole arms, and he was like fucking people up. He was like one-shotting people with like a charge attack with a pole arm. It was crazy.
Sick.
That makes sense.
He's
too.
just like he'll dash in there and just stab them. They just freaking
The
Okay,
one,
so-
there was
so
you're-
one
just
large downside
rolls
to it.
out.
Bow is still
The bow
crap in
sucks
there.
dick, yeah.
Really,
The
the bow's
combat's kind of interesting
trash?
because there's no skills or anything, right? But there is combinations between light and heavy, right?
Uh-huh.
Like if you go light, heavy, light, heavy, light, heavy, you can do 4 hits pretty fast in succession. When usually if you just like 3 lights, and that's all you can get, and then you restart. But if you can combo it out a little bit. I'm sure there's a bit more depth to it than I've been able to tell, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, my
Half of
second.
Exiles is gonna be good.
It's already released.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, it's.
When you
I'm
I have
enjoying
a
the
feeling
shit
it's
out.
gonna
We
be a
gotta
lot.
play it
I'll throw
together.
out.
I played. I wish I could play it hardcore. I want to have only one life.
Well, you can.
I can just stop playing a character.
Yeah, you literally you can biomass them. Goddamn Eve. When you it just in the fucking menu, I'm pretty sure you can just start new character from right there.
I couldn't find
anytime.
any options.
I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Oh,
I know it's really easy, but yeah.
you can do it on your own. Like
if you
you're
die, well, technically, you will have your base would still be there. Technically,
yeah.
all your stuff would be left behind.
You can turn on how fast stuff decays, and just make it so when you're not on that character, it decays instantly, and all the shit just disappears.
So
That's crazy.
I did one little playthrough, got further than I ever did. When I
What
found
level
that
did you
island
get?
with the little, I got like 16.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much early.
And so, yeah, and then I was like swimming back and forth trying to steal this iron from this encampment of these people, and this bitch kept stabbing me with a spear, and then she like poisoned me, and shit. So I was swimming out, trying to swim to a place, and I like died, and I died in the water. So I went to get my body and shit, and I could not find it in the water. So I'm like, all right, now's a good time to start a new character. So I started over, and I got back to where I was in like 20 minutes because I was just rolling hot, knew exactly what I was doing, like quick as fuck. And I got my mace right from the get, and all those like weird golem dudes right at the beginning. You said the name of them last time.
The Kappas, I think. I'm not sure if that's the name.
The Kappas are the turtle-looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
you're talking about
no, I'm talking about the weird demon golem things.
Demon?
Right from the beginning.
Are
Some
you
of them
talking
explode
about, like,
and
oh, the fucking, I don't know what they're
the
called
Vulcans.
either.
They're called
They're
the
these
Vulcans.
weird, crazy, like human.
Yeah, and they
things with,
yell at you
fat-
when they run
they
at
have
you.
no neck. And
So
like, huge
with the
shoulders.
mace, you can kill them
I
with
don't know what
one
they're called.
quick combo. So I was just rolling through, slaying all those fools, getting a bunch of hide from them. It took me a while to figure out to pull out my axe and beat on the body to get stuff from it.
If you ever played Ark, then
Yeah.
you'd know that. That Ark's all about that. They're like the pickaxe gets you more, or the axe gets you more hide. The pickaxe gets you more meat, stuff like that.
Oh, does it?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. It's
Okay,
same thing for hitting.
yeah,
like,
I'm
wood.
still learning all that stuff. But I'm working my ways to the skinning knife.
working my way downtown.
That's a lot of shit to get. I'm like building a forge and the armor smith and shit like that.
That's cool. It does
Are you
sound
playing
like
Built
single
all that. I
player?
made myself a nice little house, yeah, with a fire.
Truthfully,
in
How
front
far
of it.
north did you go? Did you make it to the
So
green?
the first time I did, I went all the way to the right to the green. I got that island where those freaking Komodo dragons were next to a pond.
Okay.
And I like built a house on the hill up there, and I built some stairs to go down the backside.
That's cute.
And it was
You
like
could
right
build
next to an
basically
iron. It was
anywhere.
right next to like a vein of a bunch of iron. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And then I lost my body, so I started
That's what
over.
you gotta do early.
And then I just started going north a little bit, but then I was afraid a sandstorm would kill me. So I was like, I need to build a house. So I have a
Well-
little house up on a ridge.
You can find
It's
shelter
pretty
in all
dope.
kinds of places. You don't have to just build a house and just
Yeah.
go hide in some rocks.
But yeah, my second playthrough, I was like just collecting a bunch of shit, collecting food, collecting all this shit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go find a
Fishing
sweet
is
place
pretty
to
dope.
fishing. I didn't know there was
Is
fishing.
pretty dope. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
So I'm gonna get down
Somebody's
on it.
gotta
But
find
right now the new Path of Exile League is out, so I'm gonna be playing
So
that.
yeah, there's no motherfucking Conan
Seriously?
Exiles going down for you then.
Not
For
for
how
a little
long?
Does
while.
anybody ever
At
work
least
in
a month.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
I get it.
I want this game.
I'll try to play
I
Path
want
of
it so
Exile
bad.
this league. We'll see. I don't know. I've been playing tons of Eve lately. It's the only game I play these days.
Damn.
I play
It's fun to play
Eve
multiplayer
in
on that
Skyrim, and for the first time in Skyrim, I'm going 100% mage route. You inspired me.
Yeah, it's fun
and,
shit, dude.
and I figured out how to
Dude,
make.
you got the
that
mods for
money.
the spells, right?
Nah, dude, I'm just in 100% vanilla.
Bro, you need the incursion.
Need some apocalypse.
Yeah,
yo.
apocalypse.
of the mooch.
Dude, adds like 150 new
I'm on
spells.
special edition.
So
Can I put
there's
it on
there's
there?
Yeah.
one modder that has made it. There's like
Did revamp the perks, the races, the spells, and the shouts.
Is
there's
there
more now,
inventory
too.
mod?
Isn't there
On special
a map
edition?
mod that changes up the whole?
Because that's what I'm playing on. I'm playing on the remaster.
What is that whole
Yeah.
aspect?
Special
Like
edition.
literally, that
I want-
it is
I want
no
an-
longer Skyrim you're in.
Brett,
For one of his mods.
that guy's made a lot more now too. He's
Yeah.
completely redone the vampire transformations, the werewolf transformations. He's redone like the dragons. He's redone like all the uniques and stuff like that. He's like weather. He just keeps rolling out more and more mods.
Oh yeah, you could just play
That guy,
this guy's
yeah,
mods.
just
and
that
it'd be
guy's
good.
mods are the best, dude. Like the perk one specifically is so good. Getting stuff like one handed.
Yes, the
like
perk
doing
one
like
is
a
must.
sideways attack with two handed has like a 90% chance to decapitate and stuff like
My
that.
favorite one of that is if you're wearing heavy armor, like the one at the top for heavy armor, is if you walk towards your enemy, they have like a 50% chance to flee and
Yeah, it fears them.
all decked out in
Just like,
heavy armor and shit. Like,
That's it's like kind of like Fable. It feels
Or
like.
like, or like light ones. There's like ones where if you're wearing full light armor, then you'll get like a tuck and roll type thing. So when you fall from a really high height, there's a chance that you'll roll out of the. You'll parkour out of the damage, like crazy shit like that. It's so good. I love those mods for Skyrim.
You should probably just turn the screen dimming
We're
off.
gonna have all that shit.
But there's also a mod that literally changes. You are no longer in Skyrim. You still have the same races, but you can. The NPCs, the quest lines, the map, and everything's just changed. It is a
A
whole,
whole new game.
are you talking about Enderall?
Yeah, we talked about that several times.
Because Enderall doesn't have the races. I don't think.
I think it does.
Maybe it does.
There's another one.
Well, there's a new.
Because I installed
This one I just
Enderall
looked
and
up like not even 3 days ago or something like that.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
Come on, Keith.
You're so good.
I'm a dyslexic. Give me a break. I'm not gonna.
That's not really dyslexia.
Keith, dyslexics are people poo. Damn it.
Oh, fuck it.
Every dyslexic I've met has had some memory problem with names. I have not met a dyslexic that just like.
I've not met a dyslexic.
Meta
either.
I'm not. This is super meta and everything, but like, I'm not meta.
So on the topic of the Elder Scrolls, before that, I bought Oblivion because I wanted to play all the Elder Scrolls.
I like Oblivion a lot.
I seen you getting down on some Morrowind the other day.
So Morrowind, there is a Morrowind overhaul mod that just makes it look beautiful. But I get like 14 frames per second. Not because of the power of my computer, because Morrowind is so horribly optimized.
Yeah.
So you need like a freaking dual 1080 Ti's.
They don't have like a fix or something? Like an FPS fix?
Not for the overhaul and shit like that. And then there's like Morrowind Rebirth, but that kind of changes the whole game. But it adds like so much clutter to the towns and stuff. It adds new buildings, new quests, shit like that. But I did this cool little playthrough to like level 5. Because it's hard to level in those games. But one thing I learned is... how many of you guys played Morrowind?
I played a moderate amount.
So we all know about the Scroll of Incarnate Flight, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or however the hell you say it.
Explain what it is.
It's the scrolls where the guy falls from the sky, you cast the scroll and you can jump like 3,000
Right, that's like one of the
feet.
first things you find when you start the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
You just walk
so
out of town, and the
there's
guy falls out
also
of the sky.
this escort quest where you help this lady and she gives you something called the Boots of Blinding Speed.
Yeah.
So the Boots of Blinding Speed increase your speed by like 100 or something like that.
Crazy, yeah.
Maybe not that much, but it casts 100% blind on you. So you can't see, your screen turns black. You can navigate with your map. But something I did not learn, and I never thought of this, is now on Elder Scrolls, I always play the Breton class. Because Breton has a 50% resistance to magic. Now that's not elements, that is magic, so that 100% blind on you is only a 50% blind.
Oh, really?
So with the Boots of Blinding Speed, you can still see when you're Breton.
What's
So I'm
up,
like,
pal?
hell yeah. So I'm using that as travel, and why I wanted to play on the computers, because you got those hotkeys, so I could just hit 8, and then I'm like fucking hauling ass, and they're like my travel boots. It's dope as hell. So that was fun as hell, and then I went and same thing I always do, start trying to install more mods, and I fuck it up, and then now I'm not playing anymore.
I do that shit all the time.
But I bought Oblivion, so I plan on doing the same thing with that.
Playing
it a little bit, and breaking it with mods, and then
That's how you do, man. That's how I play games.
So I'll get like 10 minutes of playtime.
I broke Conan Exiles the other day, that's when I stopped
I
playing
do
it.
not want to touch Conan Exiles with mods.
I don't know
want to
how I
enjoy
broke it. I
first.
was uninstalling stuff and it broke.
There are mods and modded servers and shit too, yeah.
There was a complete overhaul that made it like medieval. I was like, oh, that's
Is it
pretty
not
dope.
already
Medieval?
kind of medieval?
No, like medieval, yeah, medieval.
Medieval.
Just like
Medieval.
I was
You're making a
medieval.
joke, bro.
No, there's a difference between medieval and medieval.
What is medieval?
Not meta.
What is
Oh,
it?
that's meta.
Medieval? What?
Medieval.
All right, we got any
fuck
more
is he saying?
games? Did you?
All kinds of games.
You got all kinds of games. What games you got, Steve?
That Dark Souls remastered.
But why did you? So Steve
What about it?
bought it on a console or whatever, and he's
the
gonna
PC,
buy it on the Switch.
and I'm gonna buy it on the Switch. I got
Why?
it on all 3.
You're a
dork. Why would you play it so many times?
PC was only $20. It's half off on PC.
Okay.
You
And
could
plus
give
mods.
that $20 to me.
Plus mods, yo.
It would've
Mod.
If you got it
All
on
kinds
PC,
of
then you don't
mods.
need on anything.
I'm tired of
else.
mods.
Now
I
you
know,
don't
right?
have a very good PC, Keith. Plus your friends play on console. You should know all about that, Keith. I just explained your
PS4.
life.
Can't play mods.
I thought you had a good PC.
It's okay. It's like outdated, but nowadays.
You don't pay it no more.
Yeah,
Ooh.
But then why didn't you?
I've been
go-
playing it on the console, and I never liked the PvP in Dark Souls 1 because it's janky as hell, and it's
Because the
still,
PvP-ness isn't good?
it's terrible. It's still janky in hell, but there's covenants that like let you do different stuff in PvE. Because usually you just invade people, right? And then stop. Why do you always do this? You guys only do this to me. You
What?
Just make faces and shit.
Hell no, I was just...
Oh my.
I do it all the time. I don't know about
telling
you.
Kyle about the PvP-ness.
But, okay, so there's different covenants. There's a dragon covenant, right? You put
What
down
game are we talking about?
Dark Souls 1.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
There's dragon covenant.
Remastered.
You put the remastered. You put you put down a summon sign, a dragon summon sign, and it's
You
for
can
duels.
summon dragons?
Well, your character is in a dragon.
Your
covenant.
character was a dragon?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can get
okay.
a dragon suit.
Is that after you get to, like, the forest or whatever?
No, that's the cat covenant. And
Your
those
character
they
can go to the
invade
forest?
in the forest to protect
I'm a
it,
kitty
and then you
That's
invade.
weird.
and-
I thought that was, like, the PvP-ness.
There's
Forest.
no, I'm getting to that. There's more and more. There's
Damn,
other
so
ones. There's the
complex.
Dark Wraith, which is just regular invading people, and that's where you go in and you just wreck noobs.
Oh,
You can't.
oh.
Whenever someone's co-oping, they can be invaded like completely normally.
That sounds
That's the
like
one
creepy.
thing that can always happen as long as you're
Online.
online and
I never
human.
played it online.
Human.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Well,
the
you
thing.
need your
I mean,
humanity, bro.
Yeah, you need your humanity to turn back into human so you can summon other people.
You're not all hollow.
Yeah.
There's
all
something
true.
in there.
But the Dragon Covenant, yeah, you put down your summon sign, you invade, and you duel, and the winner gets a dragon
Ichigo.
scale. And the dragon scales are upgrades to like very specific dragon weapons. What?
Ow.
Bash your knee or something?
Something about
I touched
dragon
Kyle's
weapons.
leg
No.
and he got weirded out and moved and like stubbed his toe.
But
and shit.
there's this other one called the Gravelord Servants, which what you do is you infect other people's worlds with extra enemies.
What, STDs you mean?
Oh damn,
and
that's
it-
like percent more enemies multiplier.
And
Nice.
it keeps infecting people as they come into the area, and then they have to find your sign, which is moving around the map. And then when they find it, they get summoned into yours. God, you guys are.
Dude, just don't pay attention to it. You keep talking. I'm sorry.
I'm not
I'm
making
sorry.
fun of you, Steve.
We're not.
I keep touching Kyle's leg, and he likes it.
What the hell?
It's not always about you.
This always happens when I'm explaining stuff. You guys.
Well, I'm listening to you. Is that Covenant new with the remaster?
No, none of this is new. They didn't add a
Then
single
why are you
thing.
so excited about it?
Because
I
I've
don't
never.
understand.
Because when I played, nobody ever played online. It was already dead by the time I.
And it was
Oh.
janky PvP.
Yeah,
and
and, and it was
good now.
janky, but now the connection's good. You can summon someone in like a second, and it just works, and it's amazing. But
Dope.
the Grave
Get the
Lord,
PvP
yeah,
in its
they have to
own.
find your sign, and then they invade into your world, and you can get like 3 people in your world at one time. But when you first go into
So
that
you can
covenant,
gank noobs.
yes, when you first go into that covenant, you get a really overpowered weapon that you only have to up your stats a little bit to use in the weakest way, but it's still way stronger than what you start out with, like 20 damage compared to 300 damage.
Jesus, what
Like
the
it's
shit?
way stronger.
I am afraid to get this game because the way I play Dark Souls is I run through and grab all the shiny things on the ground before I die.
Well, you know what? They're even shinier now. It's easier to see.
Yeah,
You can still do that.
Yes, and like,
Well, you can
because I'm
just
not
play it
good
off
at
of the
fighting
Xbox.
and shit. I'm not good at
You
fighting.
can just play it off of the Xbox.
They frustrate me.
Because the home Xbox I have.
Xbone? Yeah, but I don't want to. If I want to play it, I'm going to play it on the Switch. I want to
Okay.
use my little mini console.
But yeah, so I discovered the very first place where all the noobs go, the very first area, right as you get in there and you're able to get invaded, I put my Gravelord thing there, and they have to walk up a staircase that's too wide to, if you're doing like a sideways swing, which most weapons do, a normal sideways swing, you'll hit the wall. Because your weapons always contact walls.
Gank shank.
And they can't attack. But my weapon, my two-hand attack, is a forward poke. So
Oh,
I'll just
yes.
stand at the
See,
top of the
poking
stairs,
dudes in
and
the
these
butt.
people just
Yeah,
keep
right.
running up, and I'm just stab, just one-hitting all these people.
So you're a
It's ridiculous.
griefer, huh?
I feel so
Steve
terrible.
Gankshanking.
I feel so bad, but it's so easy. These people come in and they're just like. Plus the weapon, there's like different status effects. Like you can bleed, which will take like 30% of your health. Just add it, like it'll just burst 30% of your health. There's poison,
That's
which is
a
like
weird bleed mechanic.
Yeah, it's weird. You just like it
Sounds like a crushing blow to me.
that's basically what it is. But there's poison
My
which works how you
DCs.
think it would, which is just like a slow burn. But there's an advanced poison called toxic, which is a really fast burn, and that weapon has toxic buildup. So if they're blocking and they just keep blocking my hits, eventually through the shield it'll build up toxic and they'll just start taking shit tons of
Should
damage.
just like melt their shield in their arms. They're like, ah!
There is
would be
acid which does that, which
crazy.
damages
Dope.
equipment. You can get like acid.
And then you're
surge
just
where
fighting
Yeah,
some
but
guy
that
with
was cool
stuff, you
animation
just start
of the
headbutting.
shield melting.
No.
And then the dude's arm is
unfortunately.
like just the skeleton arm. He's like, and there's like green flesh.
But yeah, I feel so
dope.
terrible doing this, and I'm trying to.
You're trying to quit, but you just can't.
I'm only level 16, right? I have this overpowered shit, and I'm like, I can invade someone who's brand new to the game, literally level 1. I can still invade these people. And
It's addictive, like duplicating care packages in Modern
yes,
Warfare 2.
which was really broken and shitty, but it was fun.
You remember
And
that
it's like-
shit, Kyle?
Also, there's
You like jump on the ledge as you're like pulling out
Pulling
the
out,
care
throw it, and then
package,
drop
just,
back down
like,
and throw
grab a
it.
smoke grenade and some
Yeah.
shit.
I never actually did any of that. I didn't know that was a thing.
You lying
No.
motherfucker.
It's
You and I
serious.
did it
so
together.
good. You also
I
ran.
don't think so.
We did it together.
Back in the
Wait.
day,
You don't
used to
remember
run
our fun
faster.
memories together.
Dex, can't get care packages the right way.
If you had a care package grenade out back in the day, you used to run.
Oh,
fast,
yeah.
like it was the fastest you could possibly
You
run. in the game.
remember that?
So
I'd
you'd
say
run
if you're
around
running.
and you would look at the ground because your character model would hunch over, so you just like
You're like a little creepy ass
a little
dude.
creepy ass dude hunched over, and then you just hit the knife button every once in a while with commando and just insta kill someone.
And it would freaking charge from like across the map too. It was super
Man.
broken.
Joe, that old ass video where
Don't
Jack
forget
is
about
all
the
the way
noob
across the
tubing.
map.
Don't forget about the noob tubing.
Dude, that
Infinite noob tubes, yeah.
that could beat the
That
noob
game
tubes,
was
the
fun.
care package
I did
running.
that.
That game has so many problems,
Oh yeah.
but
They were fun.
they
You remember-
fixed that dude, that commando like freaking crouched running care package
Yeah.
dude, because that was like a creepy alien thing running around the map and it would
It
fuck
looked
your shit up.
hilarious.
Do you
They
remember?
fixed that super quick.
Do you remember Modern Warfare 2 when there was a bunch of hack servers going on?
Oh
Two or
yeah, when
three.
you could like jump through the air, like
Yeah,
And
slow-mo.
we eventually found one, and we stayed in it for hours.
Yeah, it was
It was
stupid
like
as fuck too. We were just
Infinite
jumping through the air.
ammo, like noob tube. There was something about
That's
the
when you
noob
start
tubes
hating your
that
life.
was special. And you couldn't run. I think you couldn't run forward
The
very
new
quickly,
tube
but
one.
you can run in any direction so fast.
The
It's
new
like you're just
tube
flying over
one,
the
Kyle,
place.
was you never had to reload, so it was
That's right, and you were just constantly we were in that lobby for hours, I think, and just fucking having. I'm like, why are we playing this? I don't know.
so
Ting, ting, ting. Just fucking.
Dude, the
Oh,
best thing was,
it was
I
so
got
fun.
into one of those modded lobbies one time where everybody was just jumping like straight up in the air a million miles, and I just pulled out the 50 and I was picking people off, and I'm like, you know what? So I found one of the people who was in the lobby, right? I found their name, and like I think you had to add people back then, so I just added them real quick, like sent them a friend request, and then you could join their game. So I went back, put on the nuke, like AC-130, like a nuke and stuff like that, go back in the lobby, and I just sat in a corner and just shot people, because I think kill cans were turned off in the modded lobby too, and just shot people until I got a nuke and just ended the game and ended the modded lobby. I was like, yeah, I'm killing this lobby
That
with
is
a nuke.
fucking hilarious.
It was great. I love those.
Oh, that was insanity, is what it was.
I saw a lot on,
That was
'cause
insanity.
Black Ops 1 was backwards compatible. All the old modded lobbies and shit where people were started doing again, so you get like invisible and invincible people that were running around and murdering everybody.
yeah.
Terrible.
So Steve, I do have a game. If you're done with your game, I do have a mini game with you.
Yeah, you can be done with Dark Souls. It's really
Okay.
good. It's,
It's gonna be good.
So-
Oh, wait. No, I did have one thing.
What?
So yeah, that character that I'm
Back
wrecking
to
all the
Dark
deals
Souls,
with. Yeah, sorry, I forgot this. So I'm level 16, but there's like ways to like cheese all the bosses, so you don't actually have to fight them and stuff like that. So
Naturally.
I've killed
Like,
like
let
half
him
the
roll
boss.
off the cliff.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I've killed like half the bosses. And I'm like halfway through the game, only being level 16 and having absolutely nothing, like dying from everything in one hit. But just learning all these ways to like skip certain areas and stuff like that, because they didn't.
Cheeser.
They didn't change any of that stuff. The
They
only
just
thing
made it
that
look better?
changed was like the super easy like duplicating glitch and stuff like that.
Smells
Yeah.
like broccoli.
Did they?
Well, that's
Did they
super
actually change up like the mechanics of the game? Does it feel smoother?
Well,
Or-
I mean, it does feel a little bit smoother because
is it just a
there's
better
never any
connection?
like lag or anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, it all mostly has to do with connection, and then the FPS. You used to get a lot of slow. That game was very badly optimized. You get really bad slowdowns, like going into certain areas, and you drop from 30 FPS to like 5. But now it's a solid 60 everywhere. I've only ever seen slowdowns when like something like I'm doing, like I'm throwing fire particles everywhere and stuff.
Many don't know this, but I've turned Kyle into a ninja.
He's fucking farting over here, man. The whole fucking podcast. Not cool, man.
So Steve, bust out your phone. We're gonna play the same game we played last week,
Wait.
okay.
but
No.
we are gonna play it differently. We're gonna play Circle, where each one of us does the next, fortunately or unfortunately.
Didn't I fucking suggest that
You
last time?
did, and I heard it in the podcast. I was like, "That's a great idea."
You
I was just ignoring him last time.
Wow, you're a dick.
So yeah, we're gonna do it in a circle, and
These two.
I don't know if you guys
he
want to
still wants
play
to
it
do
where
that.
it ends when someone. No, we'll just put it on a timer. So we'll do like a 2-minute timer.
And you can call pass if you want.
No, you can't call it
Sure.
pass. Don't be a dack.
No.
I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What
If
a
it-
pass?
It's so
If you
sometimes you
want
just
to.
don't got
But it'll
something for it.
derail the story.
I'm bad at that.
Like,
Not
unfortunately,
necessarily-
this pass.
Well, don't say it. Just point.
Well, the fact that we're in 5, it'll be where you get an unfortunately, then a fortunately, then an unfortunately. Like,
Oh no, no.
Because
We'll
it's an
start
odd
with someone
number.
different every story.
Yeah. Well,
because
what
it's
he's
an odd
saying
number,
is
so if
what
you
he's
just
saying is
yeah, go for it.
you'll say fortunately the first time, and when it comes back to you, you're gonna say unfortunately. So you get to try both. And that's fun.
And if you just pass, then it'll change the rhythm again to where, like, if you say an
Oh,
unfortunately,
that will,
and I say
huh?
pass, then he'll have to say
He's right about
unfortunately,
that.
And it'll just be mixing it
So
up.
he's
a little bit.
he's trying to shoot my idea down because it's
No,
actually
I'm
smart.
agreeing with it. That's,
Well-
I think the passing thing would be interesting. It would be kind of changing it up.
Oh yeah, even more variation.
So, yeah,
Even more variation. Okay, fine, whatever.
I like the passing.
While we wait for Steve, what you guys been
work.
up to?
How you been, Steve? Or
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, you are.
What about you, Josh? What have you been up to, man?
I said I'm gonna say Keith.
So recently, I've been like on the search for colleges,
Oh.
and because
Me
I'm
too.
gonna be graduating here soon.
Keith,
Aw.
Keith's
been
gonna be
making this up.
graduating here soon.
No.
Finally, at the age of 31.
I already, motherfucker. I said it way before that.
Where you
Stop
trying
trying to throw the subject. Josh, continue.
Where are you trying to
with
go?
the College.
So the place that I'm looking at right now is CCNN, Career College in Northern Nevada. Just because like that's my focus is looking into getting a career so I can start making money right off the bat out of college.
And then do like side schoolwork.
Well, yeah, I want to do my own
Smart
sort
man.
of research through college rather than trying to like work
Smart man.
towards
Do welding.
that. That's in CCNN as well. I was looking into IT
Yep.
work though.
That's good, but there's less jobs there.
What in IT bullshit?
No,
Yeah,
bullshit.
No, okay, now there's more jobs.
Yeah, and it's
but
only gonna
there
increase.
was
Yeah.
like an IT.
We're moving into a
Okay.
very technological advanced age, and the need for IT members is higher than ever, probably.
And it's
And
only
a lot
going to
of
increase.
Yeah.
People, IT, yeah.
And maybe not all the IT stuff, but a lot of the IT stuff is also transferable to robotics.
Well, IT is pretty broad.
Well,
Right.
this is
Yeah.
going to be focusing mostly on like the software.
We're just saying learning how to use computers. The smartest thing that you can
Well-
do is learn how to program.
Well,
honestly,
And it gets a lot into like Cisco and stuff like that. And it's interesting.
if you can learn how to code in a couple few different languages too, that will do so much for you. It really is.
Different languages.
Yeah.
Coding is a language.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Okay,
Well,
yeah,
each
yeah,
one
I
is a
get it.
different
I get
language.
it.
There's a fuck
Want
ton
to
of
know
them.
the funny
Yeah,
thing
they'll
is,
teach that.
the
in
language is
schooling.
different forms of English.
No.
Alright.
Mostly.
No.
No.
Not necessarily. What are you
Oh,
talking
it's a
about?
different language.
Don't you understand what code is?
Kids.
Well,
God damn it.
You don't code
God damn it.
10110 most of the time.
Yes, you absolutely do. You have those like 10 billion zeros, all right,
That's
and
all
like
it is.
2 ones, all right.
And that said, thank you.
Yes, he's absolutely right. It was thank you.
That said 100011101010101. What do you think of that?
How many
bitch?
numbers?
No more.
So Josh, what's the shirt today? Tell us. What's your shirt today?
Aloha to our
I'm
senior
ready to go.
year. Oh boy.
Oh snap! Aloha, y'all go.
Why are they
Hawaii's?
saying aloha?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right.
this is really funny because midway through my senior year, I switched schools, and this shirt was actually from the senior sunrise from my first school, and now they're about to be doing senior
The
sunset.
first school you ever went to?
Now they're trying to do senior sunset at my current school.
Wow.
And it just feels weird, like trying to go to the senior sunset
yeah.
at another school.
You guys are so big and adults, and you just get on out there into the world. It's gonna be so bright.
Oh my god, I saw this video on Reddit where, or no, it was a picture, and the dude's like, my brother's graduating, and I just sent him a text saying that the world of full-time jobs, of full-time work is ahead of him, and it shows a picture of him just looking over at him from the crowd, glaring at him.
Like all you can see is the top of people's heads.
Like,
and it's
welcome
just, like,
to full-time
the
work.
colored, like the colored hats, right? And just one dude turned around glaring at him.
Fucking asshole.
We doing this?
Yeah, you all ready, Steve?
Yeah.
You got one?
So Bob Ross is trying to defuse a bomb.
Okay, hold on. So remind me what we're supposed to do here again. Fortunately
Fortunately or
That's
unfortunately.
right.
Alright.
Bob Ross is defusing a
Alright,
bomb?
whenever someone starts, I'll start the timer.
Fortunately.
Unfortunately, Bob Ross is colorblind.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm in it too.
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah, it's sorry, it's clockwise.
Why not? If
So-
you got something, right?
Yeah, that's fine. You're in it too, Steve.
Okay.
Fortunately, he can fix it by just making a bird. Just making a bird.
Little bird. Unfortunately, that little bird's gonna have to have his little thread slope. Threads. Slit. You have his.
I think this killed.
Are we just doing
What is
whatever?
that? Slow. No,
Are
we have 2
going,
minutes.
No, I mean,
go.
are we going back and forth?
We're just
Around,
going
round
in
robin.
a circle.
But unfortunately, unfortunately, are we just doing whatever?
Go
No,
back and
it's the
forth.
next one.
You're supposed to go back and forth.
just did the same thing.
Did we? No, he said fortunately.
Oh no, you're right.
He said
Yeah,
fortunately,
yeah.
I just drew a little bird.
You guys
And then I
are
slit that
awful.
fucking bird's throat.
Holy shit.
But it was a very nice slice.
Apparently, you can pass, Keith.
Pass.
Don't say it.
What am I on now then? Fortunately.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
This is
he
going
was
very
in the armed forces, so he knows how to defuse a bomb by sound instead of by color.
Unfortunately, the manual for this bomb was in Japanese.
Dude, you fucking said that before. You're so original.
Fortunately,
Yes.
Bob Ross's Japanese calligraphy paints were on point.
Calligraphy? What is that?
Oh, I
know what he's
what's
talking
happening
about.
anymore.
Unfortunately, he didn't have any ink.
Oh shit.
Fortunately, he could do it in his own blood.
Unfortunately, he had that disease that makes you pass out if you see blood, so he passed out immediately.
Unfortunately, that bit's dead. I think that one's over.
So
We just
I
killed
just
Bob
want to
Ross.
point out that the manual, he was trying to read the manual and it turned into him trying to write the manual.
I don't know where that. That's
See,
that's the
what I'm
fun of
saying?
the game. It just keeps going.
I know. All right.
I think we gotta be a little bit more practical.
Okay, and we need to stop derailing it with questions about the game.
I'm sorry.
We all know what's going on.
All right, now I know what's going on. I didn't even know I was going to
Okay.
be a part of it.
Yeah, we're just going in a circle.
I think it needs to go the opposite directions.
It'll switch directions, and whoever wants to start it will start it.
So we're doing the opposite direction now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Groot.
Mix the mac and cheese.
is trying to get into the NBA.
Fortunately, I am Groot.
Unfortunately, I am Groot.
I'm gonna say the same shit.
Unfortunately,
Why is that so
I'm
funny?
Groot.
Am I unfortunately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he's tall as fuck if he wants to be.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, I am Groot.
That was so dumb. You knew it was gonna happen when you picked fucking Groot?
We're not done. We still have a minute and 14 seconds.
Fortunately, I am not Groot.
Ah! Fucking loopholes.
Unfortunately, you're not Groot, so you can't be tall as fuck like Kyle said and get in the NBA.
Shit! This is not gonna work anymore.
Wait, what was he doing?
Trying to get into the NBA. You just said that.
You got something that is fucking ridiculous.
Am I fortunately or unfortunately?
Fortunately.
I think it got lost.
You're unfortunately. Because you did fortunately last time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're unfortunately now. We never skipped.
Let's hear it.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he caught on fire.
Oh. Fortunately, there was an extinguisher nearby.
Unfortunately, I am Groot.
I didn't know the fucking extinguishers.
It works every time.
Fortunately, Groot grew many Groots.
Oh!
It was a group of Groots.
Wait, are you fortunately? Unfortunately, how many Groots could a Groot Groot?
I don't know why that was funny. That was pretty good.
The way you said that, it just sounded so funny.
Oh gosh.
Grew many
It was a group of Groots.
How much Groot could a group Groot? If a group could Groot. God damn.
Groots. Gotta do another one.
How many Groots can a group of Groots Groot?
Oh my god.
Groot.
About Groots.
Alright, Wilson from Castaway. The volleyball is trying to help deliver a baby.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
What?
he has no hands.
Oh, that was way too easy. Fortunately, his buddy. Fuck is his name?
Tom Hanks.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, fortunately, his buddy Tom Hanks is there.
Unfortunately, he has a toothache.
Fortunately, the spirit of Bob Ross was there to help.
What?
Unfortunately, the spirit was a ghost, so we couldn't actually interact with him.
Fortunately, he didn't care about his toothache.
Unfortunately. Oh. No, that's dumb.
Okay, unfortunately, that's done. Fortunately, the baby Wilson was
Fair
delivering
enough.
was a tennis ball.
Unfortunately, the mother died while delivering the baby.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the baby was a tennis ball anyways, so who the fuck cares?
Oh man. I didn't.
Keith's thinking face, man, that is something else.
It looks like he's trying to poop.
I can't believe what we're doing right now.
Pooping face.
What?
What?
Oh man. Unfortunately, there was a bomb that was about to go off in 1 second.
Whoa! This shit is getting crazy.
I want to go back to me.
You want to go back to you? Just take it.
Fortunately, Bob Ross was there and he knew how to defuse the bomb from the earlier.
Unfortunately, he had to possess Tom Hanks to be able to do so.
But fortunately, he could just make him a little bird. We'll just put that little bird in there.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, he slit both their fucking throats.
God damn it.
What happened?
Fortunately, there's a cure for all these problems.
It's over, Keith.
It's alcohol.
Savage. Fortunately, there was alcohol.
Alright, Mario and Luigi
Oh.
are trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh shit.
Who again? Well,
Fuck. Fortunately, they have a lot of mushrooms.
Unfortunately, the zombies didn't die when they jumped on their heads.
Fortunately, the Mario Bros had hammers.
Unfortunately, the hammers, the tops would break off every time I swing it to
fortunately, they figured out how to fix that problem.
I can't. What?
Tell us, Kyle, how did they fix
Okay,
that
good.
problem?
Or what's unfortunate about it?
Alright, let's
You
get...
want to go back?
Go ahead. I don't fucking know what to do with that.
Unfortunately, the way they fixed the problem was just more mushrooms.
Unfortunately, the mushrooms made them think that the zombies were unicorns.
Unfortunately, the zombies were still zombies, and they ate the fuck out of them.
Fortunately, they had a lot of duct tape.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those characters were just killed in Steve's joke.
Fortunately, they had a 1-up.
Oh, perfect.
Unfortunately, when Mario tried to feed Luigi the 1-up, it was a poison mushroom.
Unfortunately, they were in the zombie apocalypse.
That was
fortunately. Oh, okay. Fortunately, they were in the zombie apocalypse, so it didn't matter. You could come back to life anyways.
Perfect.
Holy shit!
Well, I mean, not really live, right?
Yeah.
The living.
Go keep.
Unfortunately, they forgot that they pulled a grenade.
They forgot everything. They're zombies now. And so the grenade was pulled.
No,
and
Mario
and
used the
Luigi
1-up.
were dead.
Yeah, Mario's
Mario
alive.
used the 1-up. So Mario's now dead, and he's going to be a zombie, but only the lower half, right? Unfortunately. Unfortunately, the
Time's
top
up.
half was blown. That was dumb.
The end.
Oh, god damn it.
I would have said when Luigi got a bad mushroom, I would have said, fortunately, the story is about Mario, not Luigi.
Alright, we doing another one?
Sure.
Yeah. You want to try Kyle's Way, where someone just...
Yeah.
Right. That
Alright.
seems kind of good. When someone just... I don't know what... I mean, we don't want to interrupt the actual moving with our saying, hey, me, over here, me, I got a perfect one for that.
Well, no, I think it'll be.
But I think if you have a really good one, it's totally worth it.
I just spit all over myself. And my phone.
So this round, we're going to be trying to do this in a different round-robin kind of way.
Yeah, ish, I think.
Okay, everybody
gonna
raises
do
their
Red
hand that
Rover,
has something
Red
to say, and the guy
I
put
think-
No, you raise your finger, Keith.
Yeah.
You raise your finger.
Because
So
we're
I'm
all
getting
we're
hands.
letting
Finger, and then
people-
the person... Wait, okay, hold
Yeah,
on. Explain
so-
how we're doing this again?
We
So-
just finger
Point,
them a
because
little
I
bit.
mean, because if two people start saying something at the same time, whatever. So if two people raise their fingers, then they'll pick one.
Whoever's
Just
saying it,
pass
he
it.
picks
You
to
just
the
pass
next
it,
person.
whatever.
Because they're going to probably hear it, and they're going to go, oh, right? I got one.
Okay.
And that way
Okay.
we can probably get the best of them.
Okay,
Bird, bird, bird.
But
Kevin
bird.
Bacon.
What?
Kevin Bacon is the word.
Kevin
Wait.
Bacon?
Is the bird?
Kevin. Okay, fine. Let's do Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon is trying to help an old lady across the street.
Unfortunately, there are tremors attacking.
They're what?
Tremors attack.
fortunately, it's a asphalt street, so the tremors can't get through it.
Unfortunately, they're the old kind. God damn it, the Africanized ones.
Fortunately, unfortunately, Keith brought race into this.
Fortunately, we're good people, and now we're not going there. This is
Fortunately,
way off,
it's a Kevin Bacon movie, so no one cares.
I forgot where we were
So
going.
I have-
Hold on.
I have a
Kevin
scene-
Bacon is walking a lady across the street. Unfortunately,
I just-
there's a fucking.
Because that didn't.
I like the
I
Tremors
have
thing.
no fucking clue where the hell. What
You
the
never
hell
seen
you
Tremors?
said
Well,
from.
You don't know what tremors
No,
is?
somebody them eating through the fucking ground and shit.
Dude.
I
How
got
have you
lost.
never seen Tremors?
Dude, they got like Tremors like 7 on Netflix right now.
He hasn't watched them in
it's
a row.
called
He's
Drew.
never
I
watched
don't
Go
watch
watch
Day
the
in
first
Hell.
Tremors.
I don't
It
watch
is the most
anything.
classic movie
I
ever.
just got Netflix.
What the fuck is Tremors?
I'm watching Breaking Bad.
What
right
the
now.
fuck?
I've never heard of this movie. What
With
the
the
fuck are you guys
graboids, the giant worms that come out of the ground and eat people.
What?
It is like freaking
It's
a
sci-fi.
classic movie.
It's
Everyone has
sci-fi
seen
classic.
Tremors, dude.
Sci-fi
Kevin Bacon.
classic.
Kevin Bacon, yeah, dude.
It is a B.
Oh,
it is a
that's
B movie.
why-
It is like
Great
Kevin
movie.
is not Tremors. The first Tremors is not a B movie.
No, that was
That was high budget.
See,
That
if
was
we
some
would have
quality
known that
shit back in the
we
day,
didn't know
but
that, but go
all the
be
rest
like,
of
I
them
don't know,
were
giant
movies.
bird came out
Your
of the sky.
feet stink. Get your damn foot away from me.
Yeah,
Oh, excuse me, Jesus Christ, says Mr. Fart Guy over here.
I
Fuck's
know,
sake.
right?
I know I haven't farted in a while, so I'm
Oh,
starting to smell your feet.
Oh, okay.
I need some glow sticks right now, you guys.
Need some glow sticks. I think you need some.
I think we're
earrings
going way
and a
like
wig.
over the top with the ideas
Fuck
that
your
everyone
couch.
has, but nobody's
I
like
did that one
Josh
time.
little
got one.
things.
Josh
Nobody's,
got one.
like starting with little things.
Josh has
that build
got
it
one.
up.
We're gonna go
So,
circular.
I think the circle worked a little better.
Yeah.
Circle jerk works amazing.
Okay, and also try to start with little things.
Or
Don't try to kill the story right off the
Don't out of nowhere say unfortunate or
Unfortunately, they pulled a grenade.
What fucking African?
I did not.
Where did the
Africanized.
Africanized
Yeah.
terms
What?
come from?
You don't remember that? They were a different species and they were from Africa, from what I remember.
No,
He's doubling
you were
down.
completely wrong.
He's
So,
doubling down.
The graboids evolved into a bunch of the screechers,
right? Which are the ones with the two legs that
and
run
the
around,
screechers evolved into ass blasters.
which fly.
That was
There is another one, but those are in the way later movies, and
those are like C
stupid shit,
films.
yeah.
Nobody watches that.
What
I
the
watched
fuck
that.
are you guys talking
You watched
about?
that.
I've
Have you
never
seen the
heard of
newest
this.
one on Netflix, A Cold Day in Hell, or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, the
When
one
they're in
where-
like the Arctic, there's like Arctic tremors.
So there was a Tremors TV show planned with Kevin Bacon
yeah.
recently, and it was canceled.
Oh, that would have been dope.
I know.
It would have been like 3 episodes in a
Josh.
row with somebody laying on a roof.
Bert.
He's in every single movie, by the way. He's
What?
the one who
Burt
pays.
Gump?
He's the one who pays for all the new movies.
He's not in the second one.
He is in the second one.
No.
Yes,
No.
he is.
Is that the one where?
The Kevin Bacon's
What
partner
the
is
fuck
in the
are
second
we
one.
talking about?
Tremors,
right now?
y'all need to watch it. It's your homework.
I don't
He
want
is
to
in
watch
the-
it.
towards the end.
What, Josh?
That sounds awful.
You ready to start us off with one? Alright, Josh is going to start us off.
The Ninja Turtles ordered a pizza, but the pizza man's late.
Unfortunately, Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Fortunately, if the pizza man shows up that late, they get the pizza for free.
Unfortunately, the pizza man couldn't find where they are because they're in a sewer.
Fortunately, they knew where to find them.
Okay.
Because that was an odd part. Like,
Well, you just like completely contradicted
Yeah.
what you said.
He couldn't find them, but he found them.
no, the Ninja Turtles found him.
Unfortunately, he was actually their arch rival. What's that guy's name?
Shredder.
Shredder. But fortunately, they only paid half price for the Shredder's pizza.
Got him.
Unfortunately, the shredder only put sliced cheese on the pizza rather than shredded.
Like Kraft, bro?
Crab cheese. Oh,
Kraft
dude.
singles on the pizza?
You ruined that pizza, bro.
Fortunately, the turtles loved all pizza equally.
Unfortunately for the Shredder, he went off the back of the thing and go, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
In the garbage chute.
Fortunately, Donatello was on it. I think. I don't know.
Unfortunately, Donatello, god damn it, as he was on it, he was flying to the air and landed with his stick straight up and went right up his butt.
Why did you just ask for Donatello?
Fortunately, his ass was already used to this kind of penetration.
What?
Unfortunately, he couldn't come to terms with it, even though Shredder had told him to never forget who he is.
Oh my god.
It's like a,
And then fortunately, he also went off the back of the garbage chute. Ah! God damn it. I couldn't stop laughing to say what was in my head with Donatello like spearing himself in the asshole with his stick.
what the fuck?
This is a stupid fucking
There's
movie,
gonna
man.
be a Ninja Turtle fan out there.
It
that
is
listens
now.
to
Alright,
it some
we can
day.
end this bitch.
It's like, fuck these guys.
We can end this bitch. We got any stories to tell? Oh my god.
I was telling a story before we started.
Hold on.
Was I?
Hold on, I work with this dude
I don't
and he
remember
just
anymore.
said something out of left field. I told you about the should get her a kayak, bitches love kayaks. I told you that one thing, but this was a different dude.
Bitches.
And I was sitting there and I'm like, oh man, my ass itches. And he's like, dude, I hate when I'm itching my starfish. I'm always afraid I'm gonna dip a digit. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell, man?
That makes perfect sense, and yet it's absolutely ridiculous.
What the hell?
He thought about that for so long before he said it.
He's probably been waiting to
Dude,
say it.
no,
he probably says it as often as he
I know he
can.
probably like planned that like far years ago, and he's never had an opportunity until now to say it.
Speak of his chocolate starfish.
Your Honor, that's
What
like his
the hell?
catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
Holy shit!
Itching my starfish and a dip a digit. Sounds like song
Maybe
lyrics.
like, yeah, that's what I was about to say. It could be a fucking song.
What was Kyle saying before the podcast?
What were we saying? Oh, I mean, it worked best in the context in which it was
I
placed
was interested
earlier.
in what you were talking about, though.
You never heard this story? When we were kids, Joe, your stepdad, this guy's stepdad,
Josh's stepdad.
he dared me to drink a gallon of milk. And I think you have to do it in under an hour, and you
Yeah.
have to hold it down for an hour.
You can't throw it.
You can't throw it up. I drank almost
For $20.
for maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it was like 100.
He might have done a little bit more. I don't remember.
Whatever. He wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah,
It's
well,
decades
it's
ago.
basically impossible, right? And so I drank most of it, not all, but most of it, and then puked my effing guts out. It was terrible.
It's
That was
lactose.
the worst thing I ever did. I also one time
I can't handle that much lactose.
I was dared to eat it was a wager rather. There were 4 of us, and you have to eat a Twinkie. Whoever eats the Twinkie the fastest. And it is hard to eat a Twinkie fast, let me tell you.
Unless you're Brandon.
I actually can eat a Twinkie pretty quick. I won that bet. We did some stupid shit too with those guys.
So I did something right after your milk that same day. There was one of those giant containers of pickles, and the juice left over from it.
Oh yeah.
He said he'd give me $20 if I drank that whole thing. I drank almost all of it, all but like an inch on the bottom.
Did he burn you for that?
And no, he gave me $10 for it. Because I almost finished that fucking thing. But the problem is that is like pure vinegar, so I didn't know what it would do to me. So,
man.
like a couple minutes after that, I was on the toilet and it was just spraying out my ass like non-stop. Non-stop, I'm telling you. Like,
was it worth the
like
$10?
everything
Fuck
was
yeah,
coming
those
out.
days.
And I'm not even joking. There wasn't like 10 seconds between ass sprays for like 20 minutes. I kid you not. And your brother, I called your brother in because all the liquid is coming out of my body, and I was the thirstiest motherfucker in the world. So he brought me a Kool-Aid jug of water, and I just sat there and drank that fucking thing. And I drank the entire thing, and it was just still coming out, like, from in my mouth all the way out the other end. Just nonstop. I was in there for like an hour doing that shit, and then finally it stopped. It was that if you ever want to clean yourself out, drink a gallon of goddamn pickle juice, and the fucking Rubik's Cube just fell out of Josh's pocket.
Whoa!
That was weird as
You know what's
shit.
funny? I was just looking at something
Shadow
on how to
Rubik's
solve the
Cube.
Rubik's Cube every time.
I can solve Rubik's Cube in about
Yeah, I
2
mean,
minutes.
there's like
called
a
algorithm.
what is it? Yeah, that's one way to put it. But yeah, a certain pattern of rhythms based on where certain colors are and shit like that. It's pretty cool. I love Rubik's Cube. What about it?
Alright, anybody
Yeah,
got more
I'm-
stories?
Oh my
really
god,
close to
we
solving
did dumb
it.
shit. I remember one time we were paintballing with Michael and Doug and them, right?
Oh yeah.
And that fucker dared
Oh,
me to he was gonna let me run down the street and he was just gonna shoot like fucking paintballs at me, and he's like, for every time you get hit, I think I'll give you some money or some stupid shit. I can't remember exactly what it was. But what I remember about it is I was like, okay, whatever, I don't know, I was an idiot. And I started running and I just hear multi-fire, just fucking rapid fire, bow, 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 bow. Right? And then it ended and I turned back around and he was like, yeah, that wasn't me, that was him, and he was just shooting over there. And I was like, what? And he's like, and you better start running right now. And I got hit like 5 times. It was so terrible.
Yeah, and you didn't make as much money as me. I let him shoot me in the ass once with a
Oh,
paintball,
that's
and I
right.
made more money than you.
At like almost point blank. Yeah, you guys shot almost point blank. I remember Chad one time took a taser for like $20.
Oh,
Really?
A straight up
What?
taser hit, dude.
Damn.
Like a 2-second, just like a.
Did he go down?
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! It
I
was
don't know what that shit'll do.
hilarious.
So I
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with that.
Oh yeah, I've never been hit with a taser user. I don't fucking want it. Bleh. I don't
Don't
want
tase
it.
me,
handle
bro.
that shit.
Don't
I
tase
can't-
me, bro.
I can't handle electricity. Forget
Yeah,
I can't.
electric fly swatters and stuff.
Yeah,
I think Brad's
right.
hit me with those before. I hate that shit.
I go to
Can't
Josh's
stand
cousin's
it.
house.
Those
and
things are
fucking-
fucked up, man. Those electric.
And,
Oh, you know
and
what's worse?
And Josh's cousin's girlfriend would. She has a taser and she won't get.
cousin's
Cousin's girlfriend's brother's best friend.
She got
I
a
didn't go that
taser,
far.
and
See,
she'll tase you, bro.
She's chasing people with
She's
tasers.
crazy.
Crazy,
She's
bro.
crazy.
Crazy.
you say the wrong things and she will tase you.
Don't say the wrong things.
All right, we closing this bitch out.
I got so many jokes.
You got so many jokes.
Wait,
Steve got
how
dad
many jokes
jokes.
do you
Dad
got?
jokes.
Hold on.
Let Brad do his thing.
Thank you for listening to this wild episode. We'll have a better mini game planned for next time.
The mini game that we're playing today is
Kyle's
scramble
playing,
the Rubik's cube.
Kyle's
So Josh
playing
has to
with
solve it
Josh's
again.
cubes.
Oh,
You're.
I've got Josh's cubes in my hand and I'm spinning them
That's
around.
actually my cue.
I'm thinking about
That's
putting
nasty.
my
Oh,
tongue to
they're
it.
they're Keith's cubes, bro.
So
You're
I've
playing
got Keith's cubes and Keith shares his cubes with Joshua.
Apparently, he
Is
shares them
one
with
cube
Kyle.
yours and
are
one
Keith's
cube is his?
cubes
Can I
in-
have the metal cube?
Josh is
No.
fucked.
And then I can go skiing. This will be fantastic.
They actually aren't cubes.
That was a reference to an old joke that we knew back in high school.
You are making too much goddamn noise. I'm trying to do an outro here, you dack.
Thank you, Fox.
Quit spinning the goddamn cube.
No! The cube
Thank you
is
for
live
listening.
to
This is your
Plan-
first episode.
cast up the full better.
We kill Kyle at the end of every episode.
If I go missing,
Just
you
like
will know
Kenny.
what happened. Please.
Kyle, you killed Kenny! You bastard!
You bastard. Well, Kyle never killed Kenny before, alright? Kenny just
Brad,
died.
you killed Kyle.
I don't think Kyle killed Kenny. He
I'm
might.
about to fart fire
There's
on
the
you.
episode where
Dude,
they turned something up and they. And
shut
We are derailing
The
the fuck
fuck?
out of the outro.
up. It's available on Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, all that shit. Go subscribe. Go share this with your friends. Rate that shit. And go back and listen to some of our older episodes. They're pretty dope. We got specials going on there. And we will be back in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Not,
will
not
see.
really 2 weeks.
After the murder case, perhaps.
Without Detective Kyle.
Until next time,
You know what we haven't said in a while?
Don't
and
forget
I'm
to
very
wipe your
sorry,
butts.
everyone. You need to clean your butts.
you need to wipe your butts.
Jokes. I got.
And we
jokes
didn't
on
ask
jokes.
Keith. Keith, how you doing? You should ask yourself how you doing, Keith. How you doing?
pretty
Keith?
good.
Don't
Did-
dip
did-
Tell
any.
that.
Don't dip any. Don't dip any digits.
If you're
in
itching
chocolate
your
starfish.
if you're itching your starfish, be sure to not dip a digits.
That is fucking
Hit us home with some
hilarious.
jokes.
Steve, hit us home.
What do you call an alligator in a vest? And an investigator.
Oh!
What do you? What do you
No,
do? when
only
you-
one.
No, I got a bunch. What do you do when you see a spaceman?
What's wrong with you?
What do you do when you see a spaceman?
You park your car in it, man.
I know.
You what?
I still remember what my grandpa said before he kicked the bucket. How far do you think I can kick that bucket?